journey understanding neurodiversity is rather new because I came at it first from an American parent standpoint. I have an 8-year-old incredible son, Bishop, who is autistic, and it took us quite a while to understand outside the American medical framework that is presented to parents when they discover that their child doesn't fit into the normal educational model. It can be very scary without a lot of information. So we started our journey, as many parents do, worried that there was a deficit in our child, that something was wrong, that we were outcasted. My husband cried. I really didn't understand, probably disassociated in the beginning because I had no framework to understand it. We were incredibly fortunate that the moment he entered school, the teachers put him on an IEP. Again, I think it's unfortunate that until you walk into that situation, you have no framework. So IEPs were very new to us. The school system was very kind in helping us really understand what it would take to assist with him being comfortable going to a public school, as he is vastly agoraphobic. His neurodiversity troubles often stem from a deep seated fear of his environments and social interactions within them. It takes a while to learn that in a kid until they can speak, and that's a maturity level that we had to ourselves understand. So as researchers, my husband and I both work at a university, and learning what we didn't know is how we processed the information. Self-identification makes sense if you are feeling a kinship immediately that no one else expresses. So that understanding and that social kind of paradigm concept where we are not a deficit system from an ideal type, we are just another variant in the human brain due to our human experience. And that was so relieving to me and made so much sense immediately to me that the term neurodivergent, when I began researching it, immediately fit and felt comfortable. So it's interesting to see in this space there are those who are trying to find other terms or don't feel comfortable with that one. But I was very profoundly impacted by what you said, all these intersectionalities. There's so much. Like when I started cataloging the different diagnoses I'd received over the years due to what I now know was important information, it creates like this plethora and this existence of, well, do I have a hearing issue, or am I one of the very many neurodivergents that find an auditory processing delay or difference? And it's not that I can't hear, it's that my brain has so many other sensory signals being imported at all times.
Become easier for me at least to understand that's not me, that's the company that has to change, or whoever has to change.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is so interesting. I mean, it's an awesome thing that companies are wanting to invest in DEI. But a lot of times they are completely disregarding disability and inclusion in that way. And it is really sad. So I have really been focusing and watching a lot of these DEI trainings and stuff. And it's so sad to see that when a company is all out and trying to put everything in their, into doing this, but then they're missing that,
Yes, it is the elephant in the room when you see companies who are drastically promoting the ability to be centers where these people can find solstice, only to discover that it's within certain pockets, it's not universal. The kind of company culture that you would assume would extend doesn't go throughout. I am grateful that neuro-inclusion is a topic that some companies are aware of and are trying to strategize into their DE&I. But of course, DE&I is right now a hot topic where there are two sides, and many people don't understand unless they're on the other side why it's important, and we're still kind of having to remind people that it's a universal experience that we should all be sharing.